Theory out there that states most of us will give up on those New Year's resolutions by day 18. Getting there. However, here we are 10 days in, and some of you have probably already fallen a little short. Well, don't fret. We're very happy to have Victoria Reynolds, author of the book Fearless and Free, here this morning with us to share some tips to get you back on track with your New Year's resolutions. Victoria, welcome to Great Day.
Hey, thank you.
Pleasure to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Coming in on such a gloomy and snowy and treacherous day. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's get to the psychology of this. Why do we, it's almost like a punchline at this point. Why do we break these New Year's resolutions so frequently?
Well, I got to share you really quick with the audience. Today is actually called Quitter's Day.
Right.
The second Friday of January is the day that most people quit their New Year's resolutions. So if you've quit, today's a really good day to get restarted. Part of the reason people quit is that the dream is the dream. The goal is too big. And so if the goal is too big and it's too overwhelming, that you just like, well, then what's the point?
Right.
They might not even logically make that choice, but subconsciously, it's just too big.
When you know it's 1,000 miles away, it's hard to take the first step.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Right. So set goals that are more reasonable. The second reason is based on shoulds. Now, I always say, don't should on yourself, don't should on other people, and don't let other people should on you.
I love it.
And because shoulds just lead to guilt and shame, and they're not really very motivating.
Sure.
And then the third reason is that there's just not a big enough reason. If your why isn't big enough, you're not going to push yourself forward.
So it can almost be too big or not big enough. That's an interesting kind of conundrum. So, okay, now that we've identified why we fall victim to this, what can we do about it? You've got kind of 5 steps, right? 5 ideas?
Yeah, so the first one is to forgive yourself. And I know this is kind of a new idea for some people, but setting your goals and setting your intentions and then falling short can lead to some guilt and some shame.
No doubt. Yeah.
And so, and can actually be traumatic, especially if you've promised someone else that you would meet these goals. So it's really, really important that you forgive yourself. If you forgive yourself, then you let it go, and then you can start all over again with new, better resolutions that actually fit.
Got it.
And the second tip is to let go of the shoulds.
Back to the shoulds.
Right, yeah, because if you've made an intention based on should, it's not enough of a motivation to keep you going forward. You feel there's all that guilt and stuff that comes up with it. So ask yourself what's best for all concerned instead of what you should do. And you might come up with some completely different answers. And the third tip is to have a more compelling why. So, for example, if your intention is to lose weight, well, why? If you're trying to fit into that wedding dress,
right,
that's a really good why. Especially if you bought that wedding dress a size smaller, then you're really going to try to fit into it.
Wow, that is ambitious. Good for you. Well, and that's good because it's got a timestamp on it, too. You know, you've got to hit some goal marks before you can reach that big wedding day.
Exactly, exactly. Or if your doctor tells you you're going to have a heart attack unless you lose weight, that's a pretty big why.
Right.
So if your why is big enough, it's going to be enough to motivate you through.
And 2 more, right?
2 more. The fourth one is to have, or maybe it's for the 5th one.
Accountability.
Oh, the accountability partner.
Voices in my head are
yes. So have people in your life that you can hold each other accountable for. If you're joining a mastermind group, those are a blast. I've belonged to several mastermind groups. Or social groups where you get together once a week and say, hey, so how'd you do this week with your goals? Or a family member or a partner, but have somebody that kind of helps you stay on track, because when you're holding yourself accountable, some people are great at that, and the rest of us are not.
And then I saw on the list Synchronicity journal. What is that?
This is something completely different, and it's really, really fun. So it's just a regular journal. You just buy a regular journal, and then you write your intentions in the front of it, and then every day you look for synchronicities that match that intent. It's just a really fun thing that you get to do, and you'll start to see, if you keep your eyes open,
right,
you start to see, oh, there's that. Like you might be saying, you know what, I need a new pair of tennis shoes to go to the gym.
Yep.
It's for your gyms to work out. And it might just be that the perfect shoes just somehow show up right in front of you.
Or you get a little coupon in the mail or something. Synchronicity.
Yes, so keep track of those synchronicities. It makes these intentions really a lot more fun and not so much work.
We need to make sure everybody knows where to get your book. To get a copy of Victoria's book, Fearless and Free is what it's called. Head to her website. Website is?
VictoriaReynolds.com.
There you go. You can also find this segment on firstalertford.com/greatday. We'll post it right after the show. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in. That brings us to our Facebook question, gang. What is the one resolution that you're really trying hard to keep this year? Jump on Great Day's Facebook page and tell us what you're working on.